Your headlines on RT International. Wikileaks chief Julian Assange faces questioning today by Swedish prosecutors over an alleged rape case which was opened 6 years ago. The meeting's set to take place in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where Assange has been holed up since claiming political asylum. Details now with RT's Polly Boyko.
Since his initial arrest in 2010, 44 people have been questioned by Sweden in the UK. And yet, when it comes to Julian Assange, Swedish prosecutors refused to travel to Ecuador's London embassy for 4 years. But now they finally relented and will be in London on Monday to interview Assange over claims of sexual misconduct 6 years ago in Sweden. So what are they going to be questioning him about? Well, most news reports describe Julian Assange as being accused of rape, which has a much broader legal definition in Sweden than people in most other countries would understand. And a lot of the coverage fails to mention that he's not been charged with a single offence. When he first came here over 4 years ago, Julian Assange was sought for questioning in Sweden on allegations of 4 counts of sexual misconduct, which he denied. 3 of those allegations have now expired under Sweden's statute of limitations. Throughout it all, Julian Assange has said that he fears the entire case is just a ploy to get him extradited over to the US, where the FBI is investigating him for espionage.
It's time that the Obama administration treats WikiLeaks for what it is, a terrorist organization whose continued operation threatens our security. Shut it down.
Information terrorism, which leads to people getting killed, is terrorism. And Julian Assange is engaged in terrorism. He should be treated as an enemy combatant. WikiLeaks should be closed down permanently and decisively.
That's over the Iraq war leaks, for which former Army Private Chelsea Manning is currently serving a 35-year jail sentence for sending information to WikiLeaks. With that in mind, Julian Assange has, over the past 4 years, repeatedly offered to go to Sweden if courts there guarantee not to send him on to the US. So far, the Swedes haven't been able to give that guarantee. And given the reputational damage WikiLeaks revelations have inflicted on the US establishment over the years, Assange has repeatedly said he's not willing to take the risk of going to Sweden. On top of that, it was recently reported that when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, she asked if it was possible to, quote, drone the guy. Assange was a thorn in her side in the final months before she lost the election, leaking thousands of damaging emails which many claim cost her the job.
We got special ops forces. I mean, the dead man can't leak stuff. This guy's a traitor, a treasonist, and he has broken every law of the United States. The guy ought to be, and I'm not for the death penalty, so if I'm not for the death penalty, the only one to do it, illegally shoot the son of a...
In February, a United Nations panel declared Assange as being unlawfully detained by Sweden and the UK here, requesting that Assange be immediately released and compensated. That didn't happen. But 9 months down the line, the Swedish prosecutor's visit is the biggest breakthrough this case has had since Julian Assange walked through these doors.